When I do the jersey history videos, I try to wear a jersey that's either, maybe their AHL team, something that's somewhat affiliated, something that's maybe a fashion jersey. With Florida, I don't have a fashion jersey and I don't have an AHL team or ECHL team jersey. So I went with the Mississippi River Kings, a team which suspended operations in 2018, 2019, or after the 2018-2019 season. And they're still, as far as I can tell, they're still looking for a new owner. At least that's what I've seen. But anyways, this was an SPHL team. It was a jersey that was sent to me by a subscriber because I was covering the Southern Pro Hockey League at the time with weekly videos here and there. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that. You know what? If they came back right now, I'd be all over that. I'd be watching their games online. Yeah, we need some hockey. But Florida Panthers jersey history, and I'll be dipped. I am having a hard time finding the first Florida Panthers jersey I ever owned, and I know I still have it because I would have had to get rid of it not to have it, and yet can't find it right now. But I do have the white version of the original jersey. I know I'll find the red version at some point soon. I'm not sure exactly where it would be, but it's around here somewhere. Every other jersey I can find. I don't know why I can't. It's one of those things that'll drive me insane. Now, the funny thing is, of course, I like this design a lot. I wasn't a huge fan of the change that they made when they went over to their current logo. It has grown on me. But this one I liked right out of the gate. The one thing about these original jerseys, though, is I had thought at the time they were unveiled that this would be a burnt orange color. And then when it was red, I was kind of like, oh, so it's red. Well, that's kind of, all right, that's fine. But yeah, Florida, I did like the logo, although that's not easy for just anybody to draw. But hey, and sometimes that's important with the logo is simplicity. But the overall design, not too bad. It looked like a hockey jersey right out of the gate. And of course, the team had some success with this right away as well. But they would go through minor design changes over the years. So what was weird was they came up with a third. And they came up with this idea of exactly the same logo, just with the Panther breaking a stick. Simple enough. They did it in blue, and it was actually a pretty popular jersey, and people liked it. So Florida decided, all right, people like that. We're going to make that the regular jersey. But if it's going to be the regular jersey, he's not going to be breaking a stick. So this is the blue one without him breaking the stick. Now some of these I know I purchased. I know there are some that subscribers sent me to make up for ones that I was missing. Because again, there are some minor differences. Like for instance, when this was their primary color jersey, you're like, all right, we wear blue jerseys now. Let's have another third. So for their third, they had a red one, and it's breaking a stick. And this is why it would be easy for me not to realize I don't have the original red one, because the difference between this one and the original red one is minimal. But I know I have the original red one because I bought it about 35 years ago. So I know I have it. But still, if I can't find it, whatever. It's this one, just without the breaking a stick. They did seem to like the idea of it not shooting a goal, but breaking a stick. That looks like frustration more than anything else. Like I'm sick of this. This is stupid, and breaking it for that reason. There you go. The broken stick thirds. Now, when the switch to Reebok took place, they didn't have any stripes on the bottom of the Florida jerseys either, and yet the piping works. This is a Upshaw jersey. I got this one from Full Moon Jerseys on eBay, and it's an authentic. This is a Reebok authentic, very very nice, and it's got the Canadian thing, and it's all very very nicely done. And I do like these jerseys, even though there's no stripe. The logo is huge. The logo they maxi sized it out, and they did it on the white one as well. This white one is also an authentic. I also got this one through Full Moon Jerseys, and very very sharp. And again, I do like the logo a lot. I think it's very nice. They didn't have to have the broken stick in these ones, of course. And then when they went with the third, that time around when they went with the third, they went with this. I like this third jersey a lot. Yeah, it looks a lot like the Columbus one. It does look like the Pittsburgh throwbacks from 2009 as well. Yep, that's definitely a thing, but I think it's sharp. And again, I think it's a different design. The secondary on the shoulder, of course, is different than the regular third or the regular alternate logo that they had at the time. Secondary logo. There you go. So there's the third logo. Not bad. Obviously, they never made that their main jersey, but it wasn't a bad look. And I kind of hinted that maybe they wanted to go with something a little simpler when it came to their logo, and it did kind of hint at what was to come. But before we get to the branding change, they would eventually go back to red as their primary color, which I think looks better. And the striping is the piping is gone at this stage. Reebok piping, it was understood pretty darn quickly that the Reebok piping wasn't popular. And so it went away pretty quickly. But yeah, so still with the same secondary on the shoulder, and the logo is the same size and all that. And overall nice one. This one is also from Full Moon Jerseys. This is a replica, not an authentic. You can tell by the neckline. And you can tell by the manufactured sticker and all that other stuff. But yeah, so this one, I do like this one. And now you can see why it would be easy for me to not realize I didn't have currently on the rack the original Florida Panthers jersey, because they do kind of look the same the whole way through. And it's kind of fascinating just how minor differences have happened along the way, that it would be very easy to go, I didn't even realize they did that. Stop explaining, I don't really care. So them going from red to blue and back to red, a lot of people probably wouldn't know they did it. So when the Florida Panthers decided to rebrand, they went from this logo here to this, and I think it looks pretty nice. Now the fact that does look like Joel Quenneville if he were a Panther tells you that they kind of knew their future before it got here. And honestly, it's a design that I wasn't really sold on in the beginning. I thought it looked very sort of corporate, but it works. And there's some fun stuff when it comes to the secondaries on the shoulders, and it does look very it's a clean looking jersey, and I'm glad I have it. This one I got from, I believe it was through Ben H Sports. This one may have been through Lids though, because I know this was early on in the channel that I got this one, and then later on in the channel I ended up getting this one as well. Now this one, a subscriber helped me track down, because finding this in an Adidas, not so easy. So this is one of those times where I sent money to a subscriber who was getting the jersey for me. That's one of those times where you kind of hold your breath and go, I really hope the person didn't just take the money. And you're always grateful when it shows up and you go, they didn't just take the money. That's great. I actually got the product. And they also chipped in for this, the 25th anniversary patch, which my wife threw on there. And I like the 25th anniversary patch a lot. Sometimes anniversary patches can be kind of meh. I mean, Vancouver, their 50th this year is kind of meh. But this one for Florida, I think, looks pretty nice. And you've got the crossed. So you've got the cross hatching here, and you've got the cross here on the flag. And it's all very nicely done. And, of course, this is the original secondary. Not secondary. The secondary logo. Try not to get alternate and secondary mixed up. And there you go. I thought I did when I hadn't. But the one thing I do wonder is if they do a third at some point, are they going to do another blue one? This logo I don't think would work on a blue jersey, but we'll see, because that seems to be their history, is that eventually somehow this Panther's going to be breaking a stick, and then eventually they're going to have a blue jersey, and we'll see what they do. But there you go. The Florida Panthers jersey history. Tomorrow will be the Kings, so definitely get a cup of coffee and get ready to sit down for a while with that one, because that one's going to take some time. I have a lot of Kings jerseys, and the Kings have done a lot of rebranding. So, all right, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for everything all throughout, and I will talk to you again soon.